start on the northern side. That's why there was a wee bit of an error, and which is why we had to replay that one. So Aki starting on the northern side, while their opponents of 4S, who I do remind you only need the set to make it to the next round, are starting down south. Now Aki 48, as we did mention, with a piece of artillery, tier 8 object 261.
Yep, and they do have one T-32 heavy tank, with the rest of their tanks being light. And on the opposing team, on the 4S team, they have opted for 2 heavy tanks, with 3 AMX-13 light tanks, and the rest of the 2, as expected, 2 tier 1 T1s.
Yeah, so essentially the only difference here is that, well, if 4S decided to go with 2 heavy tanks, one MX-50 and one IS-3, yeah, that's about the only difference. Because yeah, both teams opted for extra mobility here, so they're all going for 3 AMX 13s out there. Now we're gonna have to see if that object 261 can actually do some damage. As we've mentioned, it's one of the most precise piece of SPG you can get from this game, so definitely a plus if you use it well. So it's a lot's gonna be basically on player Wisferry here.
Yeah,
a lot of it is going to be on him. Like, yeah, we just took a look at his piece of artillery. Wisferry in control of that object 261.
Yep. And a pretty standard opening coming out from both teams, just kind of camping, or not, yeah, camping that west road.
Yeah, from the Aki side, yeah.
Yeah, and scouting that middle area.
Well, then again, on the 4S side, you definitely can't go, well, just charging on your high horses, considering, you know, that piece of heavy artillery that they've gone. They can't just be venturing in the open field.
Yeah.
Also, they could count on the extra mobility, like coming from those AMX-13s, but because Aki 48 also went for 3 MX-13s, they can't risk that either.
Yep.
Because on the open field, they would be outgunned.
Yeah, definitely. They are just kind of camping.
So actually on the 4S team, I would expect like a railroad push, as a matter of fact, because yes, those wagons can actually provide some cover from the Object 261. So yeah, quite well, as expected, 4S that decided to squat the eastern parts of the map here, going alongside that railroad as cover. So yeah, to protect their heavy tanks. So right now, yeah, we're at a stalemate position here. A little bit of movement. Aki 3 here with his AMX-13, just trying to scout out the field. Oh, actually, all 3 MX-13s roaming around the field, trying to scout out for heavy tanks to give player Wisferry and his piece of SPG some target. But yeah, so far no luck, of course, because well, they probably know that their opponents are just squatting that railroad.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if I were on the Aki 48 team, I would probably just kind of push down that western railway, because I know that the 4S team is probably going to be camping that railway area, so we can. So I would probably go for a flank.
And speaking of which, we do have one scout here from the 4S team that's getting really close to the enemy base. Now he was actually spotted.
Yep, and the 4S team now pushing up that eastern railway. The Aki team now have to react to this. They can't just kind of sit on that western road, because if they sit there, then they'll be way too far from action.
And right now we've got Sam on Fire's vantage point.
Yep.
Yeah, from the 4S team, and yeah, they're completely monopolizing that railroad, of course. Because you got that ledge, you got that kind of a ridge, kind of on both sides of the railroad. So if you keep like to the eastern parts of it, like you're pretty safe from that SPG fire.
Yeah, definitely. And you actually have to be on the move as well, or else if you just sit there, then the archer will eventually find a way to hit you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if he's smart enough, like he will try to get to a better position and get in firing range.
Yep.
So right now, pretty conventional start, considering the tank choices that we've seen from both teams. We got a little over 5 minutes left. Still no still no confrontation as of right now. Both teams pretty much, they know where they stand at the moment. Now it's the way I see it, it's gonna be up to 4S to make the push here.
Yeah,
basically, because they are 2 sets to love, like up pretty much, and if they wish to take this risk, they can. I'm not sure if they're gonna do it though, because right now Aki 48 is pretty comfortably camped in their area.
Yeah. And I don't think, I mean, if I was for us, I would just kind of push up that railway because they are at a 2-0 lead right now. So
they are, and they do have that one extra heavy tank as well. So if they coordinate this well, it could actually be very, very quickly and well done. And so far, in terms of execution, 4S has definitely shown better quality. So we'll have to see, like those AMX 13s playing peekaboo here.
Yep. Those two scouts in that northeastern corner on the railway.
And the heavy tanks are actually coming up now. The heavy tanks are actually coming up. Well, no.
Slowly but surely.
We still have 4 minutes and a half on the clock. Hopefully something significant is going to happen.
Yep, so actually this AMX 13 now spotting that
nobody's like daring to crest that railroad yet. Because it means absolute carnage.
They actually might get a shot off here, but he does not. That AMX 13 is way too fast for those heavy tanks to hit. And this artillery piece just trying to line up a shot still.
Yeah, exactly. Wizferry trying to get a peek, but ooh, and actually he did fire a shot.
I believe that did miss. Yes.
But as long as the 4S team stays on the eastern part of that railroad, like right next to, well, basically on cover of that ridge, that piece of artillery is going to be harmless.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't go for a sneaky capture either because you've got way too much mobility on both fronts. With those 3 AMX 13s, pretty much, you can't really hope for that either.
Yeah. So a little bit of more camping. I think I don't know why the 4S team isn't pushing out right now.
Well, because they can't really risk it at the same time. If they commit their heavy tanks, all their heavy tanks to basically capturing the enemy base, they leave themselves completely wide open. Let us not forget that Aki-48 do also have 3 AMX 13s. So you can't really commit.
Nice shot coming out.
Oh, definitely a nice shot.
Yeah. Donkey's actually going to
be
try and take out this tier 8. He does slightly ram him, doing a little bit more damage. One of these tanks is going to go down. I think Donkey's going to go down right here.
Donkey did go down, and 2 AMX 13s are gone now on the 4S side. On the Aki-48 side, sorry. So once again, pretty looking good for 4S right now. As a matter of fact, right now all they got to do is just maintain their position, and just by the tier point advantage, they would win this.
Yep, exactly. And actually, 3 tanks now going down on the Aki team. 1 tier 1, 1 tier 8, and another tier 8 going down.
Yeah, all the AMXs are gone. All the light AMXs are gone on the Aki-48 side, so that's pretty much going to do it.
Yeah, it looks pretty detrimental for the Aki team now. I don't think they can come back from this.
They certainly can't.
That one artillery piece, without scouts and without that kind of front line, you can't do anything.
You can't do anything. And he's going to be lucky if he even gets 1 kill at this point. And
he actually got a kill.
He did.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. Indeed, he did take out one of those AMX 13s, but still, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I don't think the Aki team have enough firepower to take this match.
And right now, yes, we've got player 61 Shiki's vantage point.
But actually, I mean, if the Aki team plays this perfectly, they could actually potentially win because both teams have 2 tier 8s left.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
And pretty much, in these matches, the tier 1s.
That losing that extra AMX 13 was pretty crucial. Actually, on the 4S, they were a little too hasty, I think. All they had to do was just camp this out. And now 61 Shiki, who's being surrounded, as a matter of fact.
Yep. So actually, this tank is probably going to down right here.
Yeah, exactly. He's done for. He's done for.
He might take one with him, though.
Will he, though? He's down 40%.
He might. If he gets one more good shot.
Yeah, just one more. Oh,
if he gets one more penetrating shot.
5%, he did.
No, but the artillery came in with the backup, taking out that shot.
He did. So beautifully done here. Beautifully done. But he's got a sliver of life left.
Oh, actually.
Can he live? Can he survive this? We've got 50 seconds left on the clock. He's got 5% left of hit points. If he's taken out, then it's game over.
Yep.
So if he's taken out, he missed a shot.
But this is actually also coming down to the base capture. If the red team can capture the base, then they will win. And actually, this is
really crucial. He's got 5% left. He's doing an amazing job surviving this, but now he's gone. So